Kilo Bravo 2, Kilo Delta Yankee. Name is Barney. Bravo Alpha Romeo, November Echo Yankee.
Kilo Delta Yankee, roger.
Kilo Delta Yankee, roger.
Roger, roger.
All right, and where are you located there, Barney?
All right, and where are you located there, Barney?
I'm in Grafton, New York, about 20 miles north and east of Albany, New York.
Okay, that's, you are in transmitting in True Land?
Okay, that's, you are in transmitting in True Land?
That is correct.
All right, I'm trying to get my map running here. It's coming along, but it's a lot more effort than what I thought it would be. Anyway, Barney, what radio are you running, sir?
Effort than what I thought it would be. Anyway, Barney, what radio are you running, sir?
I've got a Yaesu FT891.
All right, and why don't you give me about 10 to 15 seconds and tell me about your antenna system?
All right, and why don't you give me about 10 to 15 seconds and tell me about your antenna system?
Okay, my antenna system, I'm running a Hustler ground-mounted vertical, 10, 15, 20, and 40 meters. Well, I had an 80-meter resonator on the top of it. I got that used 20 years ago with my first radio I got, an FT101E. And then also I'll make a comment, the last fellow you were talking to with the antennas in the attic, he was 5'9" over 10, he had a great signal.
Roger, roger. Now, gosh, your signal's pretty fat. Matter of fact, it's probably too fat. You're about at a dB dynamic range. And when you get that fat, words start to blur. They no longer are easy to understand because they're blurring. What we're looking for is about a 3 dB dynamic range, which would mean, you know, we start with the compressor engaged, but only at a 3. So if you'd be interested in getting a little bit better audio, a little more perceivable audio, it would start with your compressor engaged at a 3, Roger?
It would start with your compressor engaged at a 3, Roger?
And that's exactly where it's set right now. This is a relatively inexpensive headset with a microphone built into it that I bought, and I'm guessing it has some issues. You helped me set this radio up a couple years ago with the Yaesu desk mic, the MD100, and I had great audio reports with that, so I'm hoping we can straighten this mess out.
Yes, sir. Now, go to your ALC with mic gain in hand. You're really hot into your ALC, so go to the ALC with mic gain in hand, and as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 100, 100, 100, adjust your mic gain into your ALC meters reading mid-scale to 2/3.
Adjust your mic gain into your ALC meters reading mid-scale to 2/3.
Although I can't see the ALC while I'm adjusting the mic gain. I turned it down from a 30 to a 20. How's that sound?
You got a 10? Take it to a 10.
You got a 10? Take it to a 10.
There we are, it's set at 10.
All right, tell me about your antenna system for about 15 seconds.
All right, tell me about your antenna system for about 15 seconds.
Antenna system is well, I have two antennas. For 40 meters, I have a ground-mounted for vertical. For 20 through 10, including 12 and 17, I have a Cushcraft R5 up about 20 feet.
Roger, roger. What was the handle there again, please?
Roger, roger. What was the handle there again, please?
My name is Barney, Bravo Alpha Romeo, November Echo Yankee.
Roger, Barney. I have this new pin. I never can find a pen that will write as broad as what I need. So I got one of these Sharpies, and it's too broad, and I really got a fine point on it. I thought that would be the answer, but it's too broad. Anyway, Barney, if you let's see, if you know where that EQ page is on your radio, let's go there and see what we got.
If you know where that EQ page is on your radio, let's go there and see what we got.
As far as an EQ page, it's rather confusing. They have what they call TX audio, the equalizer frequency, level, and bandwidth. They have settings for processor on and processor off. I don't even know where to begin.
All right, well, the processor is the compressor, and you've got that engaged, Roger?
All right, well, the processor is the compressor, and you've got that engaged, Roger?
Yes, I do.
All right, so, and what we want to do, you might check this, we want to be in 100 to 2900 bandpass. Check your radio for 100 to 2900 bandpass, Roger?
Check your radio for 100 to 2900 bandpass, Roger?
I believe, if I'm reading this properly, the default is 2100, which is where it is right now.
All right, what we're looking for is a bandpass of 100 to 2900. There's no reason to run that radio in anything less but full bandpass, 100 to 2900. Do you know where that adjustment is? And do you have a selection? Most radios, modern radios, have like a 3 selection, bandpass, and we want this one to be at 100 to 2900.
Bandpass, and we want this one to be at 100 to 2900.
Yeah, hang on, I'm heading for it.
Roger.
Roger.
Okay, it says single sideband TX BPF 300-2700.
All right, so you should have one higher than that.
All right, so you should have one higher than that.
$200 to 2800.
You're getting close. You got one more? 100 to 2900?
You're getting close. You got one more? 100 to 2900?
There's 100 to 2900 right here.
Yay! All right, you want to stay in that bandpass. Don't run it in anything else but 100 to 2900, Roger?
Don't run it in anything else but 100 to 2900, Roger?
Roger, roger. That made quite a difference, I'm guessing.
Yes, sir. Now, I want you to be about 4 inches off your mic. I want you to work that mic about 4 inches away and tell me the best thing you like about your radio.
Mic about 4 inches away and tell me the best thing you like about your radio.
The best thing I like about this radio is it's been foolproof for 2 years. It's tiny. I initially hated any kind of menu-driven radios, but I've made friends with this. I've found it to be easier to navigate as time goes along. And it actually made my handy talkie that I have a lot easier to use because it's a pretty similar menu. Back to you, Jim.
Roger, Bernie. Okay, what we want is a little more top end. What kind of EQ does that radio run? Is it a 3-band, 8-band, or what?
What kind of EQ does that radio run? Is it a 3-band, 8-band, or what?
In other words, do you have a bass, mid-range, and treble control, or is it more involved like 8 bands?
A bass, mid-range, and treble control, or is it more involved like 8 bands?
The EQ, wow, the minimum settings. It has EQ frequency, EQ level, EQ bandwidth, I'm guessing. And EQ frequency, EQ level, EQ bandwidth again. And there's different ones, and then there's looks like there's 3 different ones, and then there's 3 different ones with processor on.
Okay, you want to do the ones with processor on. And so I'm assuming that's a 3-band EQ. Does that sound about what you're saying?
I'm assuming that's a 3-band EQ. Does that sound about what you're saying?
I'm going to guess probably yes.
All right, sir. So let's start with the mid-range control. We want that mid-range control to be flat. In other words, you have a cut or boost control. We want that mid-range to be flat. Roger?
Boost control. We want that mid-range to be flat. Roger?
Yeah, hang on. Let's see again. Let me make it to that menu. It looks like I have three different options here for one, two. Yeah, I have three different options. Three whole different programs to go for. I have what have I got? I've got EQ1 frequency says off 100 or 700. Looks like the default is 200. I've got EQ1 level, which is -20, 0, and -10. Then I have EQ1 bandwidth, 1 through 10, default is 2.
Okay, Barney, you're copying me okay now?
Okay, Barney, you're copying me okay now?
Yeah, you're doing a fine job.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go to the treble EQ, and we want to boost that 3 clicks from where it is. Treble EQ boost, 3 clicks, boost from where it is.
Yes. Treble EQ boost, 3 clicks, boost from where it is.
I don't really get the option of treble or bass. It's just not mentioned.
Frequency range, 2.5K, 2.7K, something like that?
2.5K, 2.7K, something like that.
Okay, I guess I have a high, a medium, and a low. We're looking at 100 to 700, 700 to 1500, and 1500 to 3200. Whatever you want to start at.
Yes, so the one 3200, we want to pull that down to 2025. We want to take that 32 and bring it down to 2.5. Roger, roger. And then we want to boost it by 2 clicks boost from where it is.
Boost it by 2 clicks boost from where it is.
Okay, instead of 2, I'm totally confused. 2500, is that 2.5?
That's close enough, 2.5. Boost that by 3 clicks. 3 clicks boost at that 2.5 control.
By 3 clicks. 3 clicks boost at that 2.5 control.
Okay, I brought it up 3.
Okay, how much do you have left on that control?
Okay, how much do you have left on that control?
I can bring it all the way up to 3200.
No, not the frequency. Leave the frequency, that whatever that frequency is, leave that frequency the same. I'm talking about boosting it. You went up 3 clicks. Do you have 3 more clicks to boost you could do?
You went up 3 clicks. Do you have 3 more clicks to boost you could do?
Are you talking bandwidth?
No, I'm talking intensity. In other words, you have a control. There's a cut or boost control, and we just went up 3 clicks boost. We want to go 3 more clicks boost on that 2.5 controller or whatever it is in that range.
2.5 controller or whatever it is in that range.
I don't think we're all talking the same language, and I don't really know what their abbreviations stand for. The abbreviations they have for adjusting transmit audio are BWTH, level, and frequency.
All right, it's the level that we want to boost 3 clicks beyond where it is. Level, boost, 3 clicks from where it is.
Level, boost, 3 clicks from where it is.
That's on the 2.5K control area.
That's on the 2.5K control area.
Okay, there's up 3.
Alrighty, and let's go to that that base control, the one on the bottom there, the base. Roll that off 1 click. We're talking about level. Roll that off 1 click. Base roll. Roger?
Roll that off 1 click. Base roll. Roger?
Okay.
And then let me hear what you like about your radio.
Let me hear what you like about your radio.
I don't know if I made the correct adjustment or not. I'm beginning to lose faith in my menu here, but anyway, hopefully we talked long enough. We got something going on here. I don't know anymore.
Okay, so you're still about 4 inches away from your microphone. Is that a Roger?
Okay, so you're still about 4 inches away from your microphone. Is that a Roger?
That is a Roger.
All right, so you know where your base control is as far as intensity. Roll it. We want minus 2 more clicks. Roll 2 clicks off base again, additional to where you are.
2 clicks off base again, additional to where you are.
All right, what's that do for it? Anything at all?
It's still, it's got a nice bottom end. Well, I wanted to get that top end up, but you know, how much level push do you have left on that 2.5K control?
On that 2.5K control.
I'm not exactly sure anymore. I'm going to try something here and you let me know what you think. Has this changed anything worthwhile mentioning?
Yeah, it sounds like you have a little bit more top end. That's what we've been trying to do, sir.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a little bit more top end. That's what we've been trying to do, sir.
I believe I've been going the wrong way.
Okay, can you keep going the way you were? Keep going where you were.
Okay, can you keep going the way you were? Keep going where you were.
Okay, 1500 seems to be as far as it'll go down.
Okay, not 1500. We want to go the other way. We want to go 2.5K. We don't want to... In other words, what we're talking about is we want to keep the EQ curve, the frequency, at 2.5K, but we want to increase the level of it, boost the level of it, not the frequency, but the level. Roger?
Boost the level of it, not the frequency, but the level. Roger?
Okay, I'm going to bring it back up to 2.5, then I'm going to play with the level. Here we go.
So take that sucker full boost at 2.5K, full board 2.5K. Let me hear it.
At 2.5K, full board 2.5K. Let me hear it.
I don't know if I went the right way or not. How's this sound?
Sounds muddy. Oh gosh. So you know where that 2.5K control is, or that area, and then you have a level boost or cut, and we want to boost that level as far as we can go. And let me hear you.
Boost or cut, and we want to boost that level as far as we can go. And let me hear you.
Okay, I went the other direction. I believe this is as far up as it'll go.
Not the frequency, but the level. Increase the level, the boost.
Frequency, but the level. Increase the level, the boost.
Yeah, it says EQ3 level, and 10's as far up as it'll go.
Yeah, it's not getting the top end that you need there. Well, gosh, not sure exactly what to tell you there. Do you know the control that gives you additional level or cut level? The attenuation, not the frequency range, but the level range. We want to boost the level of that EQ, 2.5K EQ, the level, not the frequency. We want to leave the frequency at 2.5K and just increase the level, the intensity of it.
And just increase the level, the intensity of it.
The oomph behind the drive.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I just made this adjustment to it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You were trying to go with me earlier. Did this help it out at all?
Not appreciably. What I request you do is go to that 2.5 control, and in where it says level, increase that level as far as you can go, and let me hear it. The 2.5K control, adjust the level, plus whatever you can get out of it. Let me hear you.
Plus whatever you can get out of it. Let me hear you.
Right there is all the way.
Okay, and you can see that's full level boost at 2.5K, Roger?
That's full level boost at 2.5K, Roger?
As far as I can tell, I tell you what we're going to do here. We could spend all night playing this game with this thing. I'm not exactly sure what I'm really doing with this mess. This is a whole set of adjustments I've never been to before. I'm going to, the advanced manual for this is online. I have it as a PDF on my computer screen, and I'm going to do a little studying, and I have next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday off, and I will try to get a hold of you again.
Sounds good. Let me give you a note for EQ. When you find out where and how, we want about 3 clicks boost treble EQ. That's 3 clicks boost from where you are on treble EQ, and that's that 2.5K control. And that in the bottom end, you could roll 1 click bass control, 1 click minus 1 click bass, and that should put you in good steads on EQ, Roger?
And that should put you in good steads on EQ, Roger?
Roger. I'll figure that out, give it a try. I'll try a few people on the air, and you'll hear from me again next week.
Roger, Barney. I mean, you're full from one end to the other. You just, I would like for you to be a little more articulated on the top end. The bottom end is fairly nice, but I want you more articulated on the top end for balance, Roger.
But I want you more articulated on the top end for balance, Roger.
I've got you, and that would probably help my communication somewhat, too. I bought this rig for, I don't contest much. I got to run sweepstakes, and I really wanted it for sweepstakes, so hopefully I get it straightened out by then.
Yes, sir. No doubt. And after you do that, I want you, after you crank in those 2 EQs, I want you to go back to your AOC and just double check that you're still mid-range to 2/3 on your AOC, and you would adjust that again with your mic control to make sure that you're mid-scale to 2/3. Because anytime you do EQing, you need to go back to the AOC to be sure your level is still correct, Roger?
Go back to the AOC to be sure your level is still correct, Roger?
I've got you. And right now, yeah, I'm showing about halfway on the ALC right now.
Roger, Barney. I tell you what you could do in the meantime. You could try moving that your voice about maybe 6 inches away from that microphone, 6 inches away, and we're going to do anti-proximity effect and try to get a little less buildup by you working that mic a little bit further away. Roger?
A little less buildup by you working that mic a little bit further away. Roger?
Okay, I put it a little bit further away. Has that done anything for it at all?
Yeah. We rolled off some of the bottom end by working it that way. And so until you can crank in the other EQs, I would run that mic like that, Roger.
Until you can crank in the other EQs, I would run that mic like that, Roger.
Okay, I thank you for your help, and we'll catch you next week. KC9VKV, been a pleasure. 73, KB2KDY. Thank you for your help.
Roger, Barney, 73, sir. This is KC9VKV. The Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net, we're moving towards 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, we turn into a pumpkin. So, we better, if there's somebody else that wants to check out their radios, give me a shout.
If there's somebody else that wants to check out their radios, give me a shout.